Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am busy, nearly finished the bag. I'm onto the round where I'm doing the handles, and I do an I cord. Anyone that doesn't know what an I cord is, you're just I work on 3 stitches, and the first 2 stitches you crochet, take it off the hook. Second stitch, you crochet, take that one off the hook. The third stitch you crochet, then you put those other 2 stitches back on the hook and you start again. Crochet the first stitch, take it off the hook, crochet the second stitch, take it off the hook, crochet the third stitch, take it off the hook, put the second stitch back on and the first stitch back on the hook and start again. And it's just as simple, it's easier, it looks better with an I cord than sometimes I was just crocheting, making a chain across and then going round, coming back to that chain and crocheting the chain around, but I find the I cords, I think, looks a bit better. So I have to do it, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've done 10 rows. And it doesn't quite reach, so I have stitch markers in there where I'm going to put the join the handle. So I just keep measuring it until I get it with, so it's like slight little arch. Yeah, that's how I do it too. So I'm just going to keep on doing that while I'm talking. So I'm going to take that one off and crochet the next one, take it off, take the next one, take it off, and put those 2 stitches back on the hook again. And with that wool still being attached to the first stitch you do, when you take it across and put it onto the first stitch to do again, that closes up the thing, so you get the stitch going all the way around. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to it, especially dropping the stitches off the hook. You don't want to lose them. But anyway, I'm not going to be doing that while I'm talking, and I will make mistakes. So I'll put that down in a minute. And I have finished the orange hat that I was doing. I'll put it on, show you what it looks like. That's how I've left my hair hanging down because I couldn't put it on with the things I have in the back of my head. So I can pull that right down there like that, so it's quite big enough for a man. But I wouldn't need it that far down now. And I've got I've done the biggest pom-pom on it. And I've already had a message off my friend this morning. Have you finished that hat? I say I'm going to kill her when I'm going to wrap it around her neck when I give it to her. She should know by now, if I say I'll do something by a certain time, it'll be done by that time. And you know, I do have 1 or 2 hats myself, and I put this on earlier on when I was trying it, you know, and it kept my head warm and that. I think I'll have to wear my hat during this cold weather, make you feel a bit warmer. But anyway, that's not me. I'm taking it off. It messes my hair up. Not that it takes much to mess my hair up these days. It's that thin. So that's that hat done. I don't need to worry about that anymore. I'll take that tonight when I go to my quiz. I'll pick this up. Because I missed it last week with the A1 being off. Or being closed, actually. It was closed. The A1 was closed all the way down to where I would normally come off the A1 to get home. It was closed way past there, so there was no way I was going last week. I would end up getting lost. And I didn't get my bingo either, but my quiz were going tonight, so it's open. I have checked and there's no closures on my area on the A1. But I had a bit of a laugh on Sunday. I was at my granddaughter's. She had got some wool from, I think I've just put that down because I can't, I've got to be looking at what I'm doing, so I can't sort of be letting you see me while I'm chewing it. But my granddaughter had got some wool from Aldi's, and it said chunky on the label, but it was not chunky, it was super chunky. And I think it said an 8mm hook or needle on the label. And I says, well, chunky 6mm. I says 8mm, super chunky. 8mm or more, I says, it's called super. And I could tell just touching it and feeling it was super chunky. She says, I think I'll make a scarf. She had one or two balls. She says, I'll make a scarf each for the two youngest ones. She wasn't sure about the 13-year-old because, you know, they have their own likes and dislikes at that age. Well, they do with younger as well. But the two younger ones were quite happy for her to make a scarf. So she said to me, she was crocheting it. She was going to crochet it. So she said, how long do you think I need the chain for, Nana, for to make? Because I'm going to make it just long like that, you know, and go across the thing. And I says, well, the way I measure when I've done scarves, I says, just hold the chain up to the head and let it drop to the feet, I says, and that's the length you do for a scarf. That's the way I measure scarves. So she did that anyway. I think it was with Tommy, the 9-year-old. So she started crocheting it. And she said to me, she had done one roll all the way across, and she said, oh, it's sort of thick and tight and hard, Nana. I says, well, what stitch you doing? She says, single crochet. I says, single crochet. I says, you not mean double crochet? No, single crochet. And I'm looking at her, I says, that's double crochet. She says, it's not, it's single crochet. I says, it's double crochet. She had learnt from YouTube. I taught her to knit, but I didn't get round to teaching her to crochet because I wasn't really doing a lot then in crochet. She had learned on YouTube from someone in the United States. I says, in the United States, I says, our double crochet is called single crochet, Cheryl. So I says, use the UK terms, it's double crochet. She says, oh, well, I says, well, if that's too tight, you think it's too tight, I says, just do triple crochet. I says, that'll make it a bit looser. What's triple crochet? I said, put the yarn, well, I didn't see yarn because we see wool when we talk about, we just call it wool. It says, put the wool over the hook, put it into the stitch, put the yarn over the hook, bring it through, yarn over the hook, pull through 2, yarn over the hook, pull through the last 2. So she did that, and oh, that's better, Nana, it's looser and that. And I says, well, go on, do that all the way across. And that's what she was doing anyway, but it was just laughing, you know, and saying, could you not have found an English, you know, video for teaching you to crochet channel? She says, well, I didn't know it was American, I was just doing what they told us. I says, well, I says, that's why I can't show you how to do anything, because I do it different to you. I says, she does it like hook in one hand and the yarn in the other, and I do it with them both in one hand. So I says, that's how I can't teach you to do anything, and because I can't do it your way and you can't do it my way. But she managed anyway, and I called in. I was at my knitting at her yesterday, and Cheryl had been collecting her like cereal boxes and anything with, you know, thin cardboard anything for me for when I sell my knitting patterns, because I use the to put it in the envelope with the pattern to stop it getting folded, a bit card in with the pattern. And she had been saving her boxes for me because I don't get enough, you know, of what for, if I sell a lot of patterns, I don't have enough card to put in, and I'm not going to buy, it's very expensive to buy the proper stuff. So that's just what I use, cereal boxes and any bits of cardboard that I can put in with the pattern. So she had been saving all the boxes for me, and I was supposed to take them home on Sunday, and I forgot to pick the bag up when I was going home. So I said to her, I messaged her later on, I said when I got home on Sunday night, I said, I'll just call in on Monday after I come straight from my knitting, or I'll come straight down to yours and I'll collect the bag with the boxes in. Don't let me forget. So that's what I did, and she showed me the scarf. She had made the scarf and she put some tassels on the end, and Tommy was quite happy with it. And she was saying, I'm going to make one for Eddie now. And she's got the scarf and she was wrapping it around, her partner Craig was sitting on the settee and she wrapped it around his neck. She said, do you want a scarf? And he said, no. I says, go on there and make a scarf for you. I says, she's learning. What if I want a scarf for? I says, you know, sometimes when you're sitting in the house, you might feel a bit chilly. I says, just put a scarf around your neck. Let her make it for you. I says, she wants to crochet a thing besides little granny squares. So anyway, I'll find out on Sunday what else she's been doing, because she's saying she's got loads of wool that's just lying around in boxes and not doing anything with it. And then she's saying, but you know yours, Nana, she says, she was looking at mine like in the thing like that. And she says, well, you have yours nice round and you just pull it out and all that. How do you do that? I says, you got to buy a wool winder to do that, Cheryl. So I think she's probably going to have a look on the, I said to look on Temu. I says, you can get them quite cheap on there. I says, get yourself a wool winder, I says, and it's easy, because she says, I even take my crochet with me if I go out in the car. We'll go in the car anyway, even just short journeys. She says, I'll sit and crochet while Craig's, if she's not driving, because she drives as well. She says, if Craig's driving, I'll just sit and do my crochet while we're driving anyway. And Craig's sitting looking, God, used to. I says, right, bye now, I'm away home. So that was yesterday. So there's only going to be me and my friend Anne for the quiz tonight, because our son Michael, it's his birthday today, and he's going for a meal with his girlfriend. They're going out for a meal, so he'll not be there for the quiz tonight. So me and Anne haven't got a hope of coming anywhere but last, because I know we rely on Michael to get where we get in the quiz, because he's very good at it, but me and Anne are hopeless. Anyway, that's just a little bit for today, so thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time, so bye for now.